This is gonna be a lot of multitasking, so pay attention. This is my work, my life, my book. This is my destiny. This is my destiny. Oh, you guys, that was so great. 1.5 hour of awesome massage. Can't get up. Now I gotta go back home and continue meal prepping for you guys. So I'll see you in my kitchen. All right, I set up another camera there for you guys so you can see everything what's going on this stove. And I'm gonna be using my cell phone, which is what I usually really use for vlogging almost everything now. But I wanted to have that camera just so you can actually see everything, all the actions, okay? So this is gonna be a lot of multitasking, so pay attention. So we're gonna start opening this one first. We're gonna make sure everything is all ready to go before I start cooking. And while I'm doing that, see, I'm already multitasking here. I'm gonna boil 2.5 cups of water for my quinoa. For this entire pack of quinoa, which it says here 12 ounces, I'm going to be using 2.5 cups of water. My ratio is 1:1.25. So 1 cup of quinoa and then 1.25 cup of water. Okay, I got 2.5 cups of water here. We're going to start this going. Cover it so it's faster to boil. I don't know if you can see, but I'm just opening a can of coconut cream here. See? It's about 2 cups, right? And we're just gonna wash this. Cold water. Boiling now. So I'm just gonna wait until it brings back to boil, and then I'm gonna turn it down, and that should be done. Just give it a quick stir. So it is almost boiling. I'm gonna turn on all my stove here now. Turn this on, I'll turn this on, I'll turn this on. I'm gonna cook everything at the same time. There you go. I want that on. I want this one on. Switch. Alright, so we're gonna do the Indonesian style on this side. We're gonna do the curry here. Okay, this is boiling now. Just cover it low, like very, very low, like that. You can't almost see the fire, but it's very, very low for 15 minutes. I like using this extra virgin olive oil, you guys. So put the oil when the pot or pan is hot. So they're hot now. A little oil there, a little oil there, a little oil here. Okay, and you don't have to cook them all at the same time, you guys, if you don't want to. I just like to maximize my time. You can always turn off the stove if you're like trying to catch up, you know. So I'm gonna put in, where is that? For here, I'm gonna put in the seasoning or the spices. See, we can turn off the stove. We can turn it on and off anytime we want, so there's not a problem. because I'm still opening this, so usually this would be open before I cook. I don't know why I didn't do that. Alright, so I'm gonna saute all these spices. It's always good to saute your aromatics first before cooking the actual protein. Okay, we got 2 in there. Turn it all back on. Okay, it's all on. Now we're going to give this a stir, and then while we're doing this, we're also going to saute the curry on here. If it mix a little bit, it's okay. It's not really that much of a problem. I'm using the same spoon here because it's not a big deal. You can use the same spoon, or I can get another one here. So I have 2. I'll use maybe this for my curry. So I also sauteing the curry paste on this side here. Good thing I'm using this camera because there's no way I can use my other hand for camera for this. Go back here. And I think this one is already hot, so I'm gonna put in here. This is for the pasta. We'll see, it's gonna pick up really quick here. For the pasta, pretty much just gonna go straight with the meat. Right there, and I'm just gonna add this on this pan. You can use another one for that. Okay, turn down the heat a little bit. Sit there. It's gonna have to go back and forth, you guys. And this is cooking. I didn't set up a timer, but I know it's pretty much about 10-15 minutes. I need another room for my pasta. I don't have room, so I'm just gonna cook the pasta as soon as I can, you know, have an available space. Alright, so that's good. That's sauteed. That's pretty much done for sauteing. So we're going to add the chicken. It's pretty simple, you guys. Fast and easy. Quick, quick, quick. Alright, let's add the chicken in here. This is 3-pound chicken. And I think the ground beef is 1.5. Sophie, no barking, please. Alright, this one here, we're also going to add the chicken in there for the curry. I'm going to turn the heat back up. I always turn it down when I know that when I'm trying to catch up. You can always turn it up and down. It's not a big deal. Okay, all that chicken. Good. Cooking fast. Cooking 3 meals in one. Actually 4 because that's quinoa. If I have 2 more rooms, I will do the vegetables. The 2 kinds of vegetables, but I really don't have any more room in my stove, so okay. This one, I'm going to put all the seasoning. See, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. You can put as much or as less as you want. I would suggest about a teaspoon of each, but I sometimes get a little heavy. Fine. I gotta mix my chicken before I continue this. I always do it this way, you guys, so it's not the first time I've done this. I always cook all at the same time. So I'm just mixing that curry paste with the chicken, and then I have the heat about medium to high. You don't want it too high because the chicken is going to get hard. So, very simple cooking here for meal prep. get back to my seasoning here. So now we're on the basil. Oregano. It's the last one that I haven't put yet. So just about a teaspoon each. You can add more, whichever flavor you like more. Okay, so now I can turn the heat up a little bit more in this pasta. And turn this to medium heat. And this one, I have it on high right now, kind of medium high. I'm going to add the pasta sauce, and then once it boils, I'm going to turn it down to simmer. Because you don't want to overcook. Don't want to get the protein hard. Okay, I think this quinoa is probably done. You can never really make a mistake on the quinoa. You can just even shut it off after it boils and it will still cook perfectly. But I tend to leave it on low for 10 minutes before I shut it down. You can't leave it high after it boils because it will just like come out from the pot. You know, see now that's done. I don't know if that's even 10 minutes, but I'm going to turn off the quinoa. Okay, quinoa's off. So now I can use this space for pasta. So I can make the pasta. Alright, we're going to let that cook. Okay, now we can add the sauce here. Now that the beef is halfway cooked, I'm going to add 2 to start, and then we'll add more. I will put a little water in here just so I can get all that sauce. Put a little water. I put just a little bit of water in here just to get all the sauce. I'm going to turn down the chicken now. I know I'm going back and forth, right? And the curry, I'm going to also turn it down to low to medium. Okay, I got the sauce in there. Let me make sure I get it all. Okay. So I always have a rag here with me so it's not messy. Okay, we're going to mix this in. This is the pasta sauce. And I need to get a pot to put for our pasta. I got a penne whole grain pasta. Okay, so we're going to turn this pasta to high because we want to bring it to boil. Once it boils, simmer it down for about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Because practically the beef, you don't really have to cook it too much. Okay, that's all well incorporated. Now we're going to check our chicken here, making sure that you stir it. And this is now in low to medium heat. It's boiling, right? Hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to turn it down to simmer. Okay, I'm touching a different one. Right here, simmer. Like very low. There you go. See how low that is? It's almost like nothing, right? Just simmering it. Because we want it gentle cooking after it boils. We don't want it to boil forever. And you can taste it if you want to add more seasoning. I don't salt or pepper just because, you know, it's already a lot of seasoning in there. And sometimes the sauce is already salty. I don't want to add more salt. Okay, let's check our curry. Curry is good. We're going to add now the coconut cream on this curry. It's ready for the coconut cream. I like to get the chicken all really well incorporated with those curry paste. And now we're going to add this 2 coconut cream. One more. I love it already, you guys. Okay, now we're gonna bring this to a quick boil and then we're gonna simmer it. Let's just leave that there. It's talking to me, I need to stir it. Oh, smells so good, you guys. Smells so good. So we're gonna take the quinoa out of here and we're gonna put the pasta water there. here's my pasta water. Turn that on. That has to be in high pasta water. Let's check our curry. Papa like a lot of sauce in the curry. That's why I put 2 coconut cream in a 1 full curry paste. I have a very small wok. I could have used a bigger wok, but I think it was downstairs. Let me just wipe this. I'm a little clean cooking style. Okay, I think this one is almost done. I'm gonna cover this so it boils faster. This one is about, 8 minutes. I don't know if that's what says in the direction, but I just kind of wing it. I don't need to. It doesn't need to be exact. If you want to add a little bit more seasoning, I'm gonna add a little bit more of this cowboy rub just because I love the taste of it and I want a little bit more smokiness. So, or you don't have to add any seasoning if you don't want to. Just use the pasta sauce. And basil is also going here, but it will be when it's done cooking. I always put it when it's done. Smells so good in the house, you guys. Yeah, it's not done yet. Cooking low and slow, you guys. Low and slow. I'd rather cook it low and slow than get a very chewy chicken. So you bring it to a boil and then you simmer it down until cook. So is this pasta sauce. Pasta sauce should be done now. Alright, I'm going to switch the pasta sauce because this one has a little bit smaller heat and it takes forever to bring it to a boil. So I'm going to switch them because the pasta sauce is done. Just put that in there. So I can bring this a little bit high heat, and I have a little bit more surface there for the heat, and it will boil faster because it's taking forever. So the pasta now is like as low as it can be on this stove. Yes, it's pretty much done. You can also put a bay leaf on the pasta. I just forgot to put it. I don't know. Do I have bay leaf here? I don't think I have bay leaf. That's why I forgot it. Yeah, I don't have bay leaf. I ran out of bay leaf. You can put bay leaf on this one too. Pretty much put bay leaf on everything, I guess. But I ran out of bay leaf. Bay leaf is also good for the curry. Alright, how's our water going on here? See, still not boiling. It's taking a while. Clean up while it's cooking, so by the time we cook there's less cleaning to do. I'll be right back. It's boiling now, the curry. See how fast it boils? Now we can turn it down to low. Make sure that you stir it all the way down to the bottom. Smells so good, you guys. Smells so good. Let's check what's going on with our pasta sauce. Pasta sauce should be pretty much done. I'm gonna turn off the pasta sauce because I'm happy with this. Let's see. My goodness, you guys. My goodness. So good. So good. Let's see if this is ready. Not yet. This has to be really boiling, like rolling boil. So I don't give really a specific time on how long you cook it because every stove is going to work differently and you're going to make a different amount. So you just kind of check your food if it's cooked. When it's cooked, then it's done. I don't really have a scientific time on exactly when it cooks because every stove is different. Sauce in that. Kain na po. Oops! Indonesian style chicken. Yum. Alright, let's turn off the pasta. That's done. So now we're just cooking this chicken, the Indonesian style, and the curry chicken. This one is still not boiling. It's taking forever to boil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the sink. I'm going to leave all of this here cooking, and I'll come back in about 5 minutes. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, you guys. The Indonesian chicken is done, so I'm going to turn that off. That's off. This is going to take a little bit longer. It's starting to... Chicken is half cooked on this one now. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Okay, it's in low, so I'm going to turn it into just medium low, just to give it a little bit more kick on the heat there. And then when I see it's boiling, I'm going to turn it down again. We don't want it to keep it boiling. So this is already off. It's just sizzling because of the heat from the other side there. Alright, so I'm going to take this out of there, so I can have more room for the veggies. Ooh, it's boiling. It's boiling, so we can cook our pasta, you guys. This one whole thing, it says 1 pound, so we're just going to put it all in there. 1 pound. And again, I didn't really salt this because, I don't know, I don't like salting my pasta. There's so much salt in a lot of our food already. If I don't need to salt anything, I don't salt it. But I do eat salt too, trust me, I do. I just don't salt a lot of the food that I cook because mostly they already have a lot of salt in them. Okay, this is off already. It's just sizzling because of that heat there. So I think I'm gonna go transfer this because I'm gonna need this pan for sauteing my veggies.
You know that life's a magic circle, and it's my turn for a ride. I'm dusting out this bubble, and I'm flying on the tide. You can sit down with your trouble, but for me it's plain to see. This is my look, my life, my book. This is my destiny.